So class 6, though today I will discuss regarding the chapter number 6, the early Vedic period. And the topic is social life, page number 77. So, social life, the Aryan Kula were joint families. They were patriarchal, it means ruled or controlled by men. Ruled or controlled by men. They were patriarchal in nature. The oldest male member, the oldest male member, generally a grandfather or father, was the head of the family. The oldest member of the family is the head of the family, was the head of the family. He usually made all decisions. He usually जो मेन मेंबर रहता था वो ही डिसीजंस लेता था. ठीक. Women were held in respect and they participated in yajnas along with their husbands. Many learned women attended the assemblies, participated in debates, and composed hymns. They also enjoyed the right to choose their husbands in a special ceremony called Swamvara. There was no child marriage. There was no child marriage, and widows were allowed to remarry. Clear? So widows were allowed to remarry. Now the next thing, emergence of the caste system. The early Aryans differentiated between themselves according to the occupations they followed. The word Varna was used. What is the meaning of Varna? The social division which developed on the uh, basis of division of labor. The word Varna was used to refer to the different occupation groups. The first is the Brahmins or the priests performed the religious ceremonies and prayers and imparted educations. The Kshatriyas or the warriors, class fought wars and protected the tribe from danger. The Vaishya carried on agriculture, industry, trade, producing goods for society. The Shudras comprising the Dasas were the laborers, did menial jobs and worked the hard-skinned original inhabitants. This system was flexible and there was no restrictions. There was no restrictions with regard to occupation, intermarriage and interdining between their classes. Rigveda verse reads, I am a poet, my father is a doctor, and my mother is a grinder of corn. This verse points out that there were no restrictions as far as occupations were concerned. Now, the next topic is economy. Economy, agriculture, and cattle rearing were the main occupations of the early Aryan. Barley, wheat, rice, fruits, and vegetables were grown. They plowed their fields with the help of wooden plows, drawn by oxen, cows, horse, dog, sheep, goats, and oxen were domesticated. The cow was considered very valuable and a sign of prosperity. Indo The cow was considered very valuable and a sign of prosperity. The Aryans introduced the horse in India from Central Asia. Horses were used to draw chariots for the Rajan and the nobles and therefore were greatly valued. Horses were used extensively in warfare, hunting, poetry, spinning and weaving, carpentry, and copper and bronze, metallurgy, and leather crafting. Metallurgy means hunting, poetry, spinning, and weaving. Carpentry. Metallurgy means the scientific study of metals and these uses like copper and bronze. And the leather crafting were other important occupations. Shipping was limited to navigations of rivers. Navigations means the movement of the ships of rivers for Ireland and inland trade. Gold and oxen were used as a money in trade. Hunting, pottery, spinning and weaving, carpentry, metallurgy, it means copper and bronze, and leather crafting were other important occupations. Shipping was limited to the navigations of rivers. Navigations means the movement of the ships. For inland trade, gold and oxen were used as money in trade. Dresses. Now the part of dress. Their dress was similar to that of Harappans. The men wore a dhoti and the piece of cloth over their shoulders. They also tied turbans around their heads. The women wore a sari and an upper garment woven from the wool of sheep. Both men and women fond of ornaments which were made of gold, silver, and other metals. Amusements. The Aryans were fond of outdoor life, music, dancing, chaotic racing, hunting, gambling, and game of dice were their favorite pastimes. Flute and drums were used for music. Flute and drums were that time they were using flute and drums. Religion. In the early Vedic period, people personified the forces of nature and worshipped them as gods and goddesses. The Rig Veda contains many hymns composed in their honor. These gods were classified into three groups according to their abode. God of the sky, Mitra and Varuna. God of the mid-air, Indra and Maruts. God of the earth, Agni and Soma. The first is God of the sky, Mitra and Varuna. God of the mid-air, Indra and Marudas. God of the earth, Agni and Soma. Clear? Surya was the son of sun god. Surya was the sun god. Agni was the god of fire, and to whom all the offering were made, and Usha was the goddess of dawn. Sorry. Indra was the most important god. Indra was the most important god. Surya was the sun god. Agni was the god of the fire, and to whom all the offerings were made, and Usha was the goddess of dawn. Indra was the most important god, as he was god of rain and war, who led the Aryan armies to victory. Varuna upheld the cosmic order. Cosmic means connected with the universe. Varuna upheld the cosmic order, and Yama was the god of death. Who is the death? Who is the goddess of death? Yama. There were no temples or image worship. The Aryan worshipped in the open offering sacrifices and singing hymns in praise of the elements. Element means five substances that everything is considered to made of. Now earth elements, the Aryan worship in the open offering, sacrifice and singing hymns in praise of the elements. Earth, fire, water, air and sky to get earthly happiness and success in the battle. The whole family took part in such simple yajnas wherein they offered milk, ghee, grain to the gods. Fire held a special place of esteem in the religion. In this important thing, the Aryans worship in the open sacrifices and singing hymns in praise of the elements. Earth, fire, water, air and sky to get earthly happiness and success in the battle. The whole family took part in such simple yajanas wherein they offered milk, ghee and grain to the gods. Fire held a special place of esteem in the religion.